Torbjorns shotgun is terrible. It has poor damage output, terrible damage fall off, and uses your clip ridiculously fast. As everyone knows, his shotgun uses 3 ammo per shot, giving him 6 shots per clip instead of 18. It deals 105 damage when all the pellets hit, compared with 70 damage per hit for his primary fire, and both of them fire at the same rate. When you look at his maximum DPS while spamming out his entire round, his primary fire does 116 DPS and his shotgun does 175 DPS. So his shotgun does 50% more damage when reload times are included in the calculation. When his reload is included, his left click does 98.4 damage and his shotgun does 112.5 DPS. So in this situation, his shotgun only deals an extra 14.3% damage. But this isn't even the whole story, because Torbjorns shotgun damage had the steepest damage fall off in the game, tied with Reaper and Diva, with 70% damage fall off between 10 and 20 meters. To quickly find the range where his shotgun does the same damage as his primary fire while spamming out the entire clip, we'd want the range where his shotgun deals 116.6 DPS. So first we find out what percent reduction from his normal damage that is. So 116 over 175 is 66.6%, and we reverse that to 33.3% as the percent reduction. And we have 10 meters for a 70% reduction, which is 7% reduction in damage per meter. So if you divide that out, it's 4.76 meters extra. So the 4.76 meters of fall off on top of the 10 meters means that at over 14.7 meters there's never a reason to use a shotgun. Ever. Not if every single pellet hits a shield, just never. It's just worse in every single scenario. For that average DPS when reload is included into the calculation, we want the range where the shotgun deals 98.44 damage, so the same as the primary fire. So you quickly divide 112 by 98 and then reverse it again, and you find you need an extra 1.78 meters on top of the 10 meters range. So this shows that if you care about doing the maximum average damage, including the reloads, shield breaking and anything like that where you're trying to do the most damage, above 11.78 meters, the shotgun becomes much worse than the primary fire. And I can go even further there. Torbs' pellet damage at less than 10 meters is 10.5, meaning that when hitting armour, his damage per pellet gets a 5-point reduction and goes down to 5.5 per pellet. His shotgun against armour at less than 10 meter range has 91.6 DPS without reloads and 58.93 DPS with reloads against armour. This compares to his primary fire dealing 70 damage per hit being reduced to 65, and giving his primary fire 108 DPS without reloads and 91.4 DPS with reloads. If you quickly compare the two, his shotgun hitting armour, when compared to his primary fire, deals 15.6% less DPS without reloads and 35.3% less DPS with reloads. And for the most damning thing I can show about his DPS against armour, primary fire deals 91.4 DPS with reloads, and the shotgun peak damage without reload, just spamming out his clip, is 91.6 damage. So comparing his shotgun's peak damage without reloads versus his primary fire's average damage including reloads, the shotgun deals 0.28% extra damage. And just for fun, his shotgun damage at 20 meters against armour drops to 15% of his normal damage, so you may as well just throw paper planes in their direction at that point. And this is all with every shot hitting, not a single stray shotgun pellet in all these damage numbers. To summarise quickly, there's never a reason to shotgun with Torbjorn at over 14.76 meters, and there's no point shield breaking if you're trying to do the maximum average damage at over 11.78 meters. Against armour, you deal more damage with primary fire at all ranges, even if you're shitting out your clip with the shotgun. The only time it should ever be used is when your gun is inside the target already, and even then it only deals an extra 50% DPS over a much shorter period of time, and 14.3% DPS over a longer period of time. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk about Torbjorn's shotgun damage being terrible. I'll see you around.